why is dating in your 40s so hard? There's no, let me go first and answer this question. Like, I legitimately want to know, why is dating in your 40s so hard?
Because you are not supposed to still be dating in your 40s. You're supposed to be happily married with children, and your new focus in your 40s as a female should be on your family and taking care of your husband. But because these women bought into the lie of the Matrix and pursued their career and probably divorced their husbands at the same time, now they're out there trying to chase the invisible dragon, right? Thinking that they're going to find their Prince Charming out there who's going to sweep them off their feet. No, not at 40 years old. And that Prince Charming, you already met him. That guy is now your ex-husband. You divorced him. So welcome to dating in your 40s, lady. It's no picnic, is it?
I mean, aside from trauma and trust issues and kids and all of that, why can't I like you, you like me, we talk on the phone, we grab a cup of coffee, and we see where things go?
Because you are no longer 18 years old. That sounds like a high school date, right? Those are the dates you have that lead up to you finding your forever man, aka your husband, which you did, and you let him go. I will never understand these females, guys, that get some dude to put a ring on their finger, and they have kids with this guy, they buy a house together, they at least attempt to raise a family together, share times with each other, love each other enough to walk down that aisle, and then 10 years, 15, 20 years later, some even 30 or 40 years later, I'm going to call it quits, cut this guy off because I need to get what I deserve as a middle-aged woman. I need to get what I deserve. I need to go on these dating apps because I keep seeing all like these ditzy broads that I watch on television during daytime television saying that, if your husband's not doing this, you should just leave him and go out there because you'll find a man you deserve. They feed them all of this, hogwash, and then they buy into it, and you see the result. This is the result. Look at her. Does she look happy now? Is she happy now that she's out of this marriage? Look at this. I see this so often now with these females who divorce their husbands and try to get back out there and compete with 19-year-old women that her husband can now attract.
Why are we overcomplicating the hell out of this?
Yeah.
Hi, y'all. I just want to know why being single is so freaking hard.
Because dating is not designed to work for you, woman. Not after the age of 30. That's why it gets so hard. And it's so funny because you don't see guys making these videos, fellas. You don't see, I have never seen any guys like in their 40s going, you know what? Why is dating so hard in your 40s? No, because they're used to it, right? As dudes, we're just used to it, right? Dating has always been hard for us. We can't just flip our hair and create a social media account on IG or something and then have all these people DMing us or, create a dating profile and have 100 messages in the next hour. We can't do that, right? As guys, we have to work on ourselves. We have to go to the gym. We have to eat right. We have to get a good job. We have to put money away. We have to invest. We have to take financial risk. There's so much we have to do. We have to work on our personality. We have to, work on any social awkwardness. We have to get into 7 months of mastery. We got to do things like this to better ourselves, to attract the opposite sex. Whereas women, all they got to do is show up. All you got to do is show up, right? And especially in their 20s, really they don't even have to show up. Guys will still be banging down their door, right? I mean, looking at this chick here, I guarantee 20 years ago, back in the late 90s, this chick was pretty good looking, right? I mean, she's still, she's cute as an older woman, but, she's no model or anything like that, but she's not bad looking. But I guarantee 20 years ago, she was a lot better looking as a 20-year-old than a 40-year-old. And she was not used to dating being so hard. It was easy back then. Guys used to just come to me. I hear these women complain about it all the time. I remember the days where guys would just like give me money for nothing. They didn't even know me. Buy me gifts for nothing. They give me plane tickets wherever I wanted to go for free. And now I'm in my 40s. They've all disappeared, and I don't get gifts. Nobody calls me anymore. Nobody's banging down my door. Dating's now hard. Cry me a river, lady. Right? For dudes, this is just reality. This is why guys don't complain in their 40s. Plus, not only that, but dating is easier for guys in our 40s, right? Now you could date across generations.
How is it so hard to find somebody that you connect with? I'm a great person. I'm a smart ass. Have my shit together. And people want to come in and like fuck your life up.
Ooh, potty
and
mouth.
Ghost you. For what? Be a grown up.
See, because now guys can get away with that bad behavior. This is what I'm talking about. These women are not used to this. They're not used to guys ghosting them. Not used to being stood up, right? Not used to not having their calls returned. But for guys, this is just par for the course, right? For us, when we date, we know that's going to happen, right? It's like if we meet a chick and all of a sudden she's just not calling back, or she takes a week to get back to us, or she stands us up on the last minute, it's not like it's something new. It's like, oh man, another one, right? Well, what can I do? Whereas for these women, it's like, oh my gosh, somebody's actually treating me this way. Oh, call the police, Give me a break.
Be a grown up. If you don't want to be with somebody, tell them. You don't have to be an asshole. That goes for guys and girls.
I think she's mostly talking about what guys are doing to girls her age, in her 40s, right? Because now the script has flipped, the tables have turned, and men in their 40s have the power, the leverage, whereas women in their 40s do not, right? Do not. This is why you don't divorce your husband if you're in a happily married in a marriage. Don't divorce your husband. There's an overwhelming amount of divorcees, like mostly female, who regret divorcing their husbands immediately after they divorce them. But because they're so full of themselves and so full of ego protection, they just don't want to come crawling back. They don't want to reach out and be like, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. Instead of admitting they were wrong and they shouldn't have done what they did, they'll just keep going out there on the dating apps, banging whatever dudes that want to bang them, and complaining about how none of them will commit to them. Lord, Lord, Lord.
Dating has always been a challenge. And now, over 40, solo parent, working full-time, going to school, it's really hard to meet people. So against my better judgment, I went and tried online dating again.
Tinder.
Yeah. It hasn't been all bad. But the thing that I want to address that's gotten really out of hand since the last time I tried it is the whole ghosting thing.
Ah, there you go.
What the fuck, dudes?
Dude, language.
And I know women do this as well. I am aware of that.
Women do it to guys. Yeah, this is why I say I don't want to hear it, because these chicks were masters of ghosting in their 20s, right? We don't want to look at the long list of carnage that some of these ladies in their 20s did to so many of these poor bastards that just wanted to go on a date with them, probably, got off early from work, went to the gym early so he could get a nice pump before he picks her up, went out, got home and took a shower, detailed his car, picked out the restaurant, bought flowers, and then went to go pick her up, and then she wasn't even there. All right, where is she? Yeah, we had a date tonight. Oh no, her cat's in the hospital. Sorry, she can't make it. Give you some lame ass excuse. Oh, but then when the script flips 20 years later, when you're in your 40s, they don't like it, and they cry foul.
But I just don't understand why people don't treat others the way they want to be treated. I mean, granted.
Where was the speech 20 years ago? Where was this speech in 1999 or 2000? You weren't given this speech back then, but now that the shoe is on the other foot, Let me give this speech and tell everybody how it's morally wrong to do this.
It tells me that I dodged a bullet because clearly you have no consideration for others.
Just like you 20 years ago.
Why? Why do you do that? Shame on you.
Shame on you.
I get it. If you just have lost interest, then say so. If you met somebody else, then say so. Be a grown-up. It's not hard.
Be a grown-up. Such hypocrisy, right? The thing is, like, I know who she's talking about here. She's talking about men who are her age, right? Who are just ghosting her, right? Usually after they had sex with her. Just disappear. Because that's all these dudes are going to do with these chicks now that are the same age. They are not, they're not committing to these women that are same age. They're going for the younger women. Those are the women that they will not ghost, will not flake on, and will not mistreat, right? But whenever I hear these women complaining about men's bad behavior in their 40s, like, oh, you're supposed to be a grown-up like me. When you date women, you don't treat them like that. Well, you have to understand, again, go back 20 years ago. Where did these guys learn these habits? You learned it from the women back then, right, that you dated, that flaked on you, stood you up, never returned your calls. You learned that bad behavior from them in your 20s, and now you're just carrying it on, right? And now again, once the tables have turned, you're just really, a lot of guys aren't even trying to do it like that. They're not trying to be that way. They're just kind of doing it subconsciously. Like, okay, well, I dealt with it when I was in my 20s. So many of the women, that were my age did that to me. So now in my 40s, that's the process they've learned, right? It's just behavior. They're just repeating almost like a Pavlovian response, right? So it's not like guys pick up these habits by not dating women. They pick up these habits by dating women, usually in their younger years, because that's what happens to us as guys, right? I know women don't care about men's struggles or what we go through or how hard it is for men to date, because I know for women, again, all they have to do is show up. But we learn bad habits from the females that we date. As always, drop your comments below, guys. If you have anything to add, if you have anything you'd like to share, please share them in the comments below. Always love to see you guys in my comments. Always love to read them. So drop those comments below. As always, don't forget to smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, and smash that notification bell for me as well. Helps me out a ton with the YouTube algorithm. And if you want to support my work and everything I'm teaching you here, the best way to do that is just jump into 7 months of mastery, son. Right now, it's only $1 for the entire first month of coaching lessons from me. So take advantage of it. And all you need to do is click the link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. Just takes 2 seconds. So do that now, and I'll see you in my next coaching video. I'm out.